Hello there everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome back to Industries of Titan. Yeah, it's been a slight break since the last one, but that's because things were ramping up a little bit in terms of Captain of Industry, where I missed it an episode a little bit, so I want to push another one out ahead of schedule. And Everspace 2, where I'm having too much fun playing that game. I keep playing further ahead, I need to get caught up with that, but there we go. Space game in space is very spacey. So yeah, there we go. But Industry of Titan, I do still want to finish this one. So we are going to get back to it. Last time was a failure in this sector here because of Titan rebel aggression. We did just find against hard rebel aggression in the map before that, though the tundra terrain was a bit of a pain. And these other sectors, there's another hard one in an arid terrain and another Titan difficulty. So I may have been going this way, but I kind of want to avoid these two because Titan gives me a bit of a rough time. As good as I may or may not be, Titan feels like it's something I struggle a bit with. So, what are we going to do? I think I'll start moving up towards this one. Now, I could buy this, because I've been looking around, and favour, if I spend 10 favour, I can go ahead and do that, apparently, which will give me access to the neighbouring terrains. I think that's the point of that one. But I kind of want to, well, you know, I think I can do that. If I just reset, oh, limited resets, never mind. Forget that, I'm going to play here then. Only worth 20 points for a gold, but it's easy difficulty, which seems to have a big influence on rewards, how difficult it is. It's an eerie terrain, beautiful but lonely area with a sky full of auroras and fog blanketing the land. There are many riches to be found here in the form of obsidian, ruins and minerals. So that's going to be interesting. And apparently it's a short mission, so it shouldn't take us that long. Short is plus 0. Oh, I see, plus 5 for normal, plus 10 for long. There's also a terrain type of notice called Molten. Only the strong will survive the heavy heat waves. The high heat of the magma pools has led to the area being rich in isotopes. I have never played a game on molten terrain in this, so I'm curious about it. But unfortunately, I don't think I have access to a molten straight away. Or a wetland. I've never played a wetland. We were in a hostile last time, but we didn't have a quick look at it. And there's another eerie. So if we go this way, that gives us 2 tundras, which I'm not too happy about. Why can't I win, darn it? I can't win at all. Regardless, we're going to play this eerie one. Here we go. Thank you. Second time's the charm. Let's go ahead and pick this up. And once again, for some reason, it tabbed me out. Though, to be honest, I have actually learned a bit of upsetting news about the maker of this game since last time. And that is that apparently the guys that made this game also behind a game called Phantom Brigade, which I was also looking into as well. Oh, look at all this. Very purple. Apparently they're having staffing issues. They've had to release a bunch of staff lately. As a result, Phantom Brigade released with only partially completed story, apparently, and the story on Industry of Titan is slightly rushed as well, so that might be why it feels a little bit janky going to and from that main map screen, and for some reason why it opens my browser every time. I don't know why. Anyway, pick a side bonus. Aromatherapy. Pollution increases habitability. Pollution is 50% more harmful to the sweet, sweet aroma of car fumes. Right. Cheap construction materials. Build. Minimal cost is 75% lower. Catch fire at 90% health. Buildings take 50% less time to reach maximum fire strength. So they more combustible, much more combustible, but they are also much cheaper in terms of minerals. Actually, that would speed the game massively. Just like really cheap, shoddy prefabs, and up it goes. Just that would probably be ideal. Insurance policy. Generate 500 credits whenever a citizen dies. Citizens earns 20% less credits. I'm going to go for the cheap building materials. That'll kickstart my expansion with no problem at all. Now I just need to survey everything. Short key V. Look at this though. It looks spooky. It looks eerie. It's all purpley and stuff. I am already liking this terrain. Well, let's get our initial survey run going, as I keep misclicking and accidentally cancelling orders. Oh, hello.
Paz, I don't know what you told the costume department, but this is unacceptable. Sad and grimy does not mean... I shouldn't have to personally explain this. No visible dirt clumps on the actors. I wanted grime, not mud. People on Earth will not trust the Titan resettlement program if we make them look like animals. We will drop another mood board for the costume department. Less dirt, more grime. There is a difference. And Paz, we talked about this at your last performance review. I don't have time to correct these communication errors. Council employment is a privilege that many people on Titan would kill for. I have seen it happen. Keep that in mind.
So someone's flubbing with the costume work, apparently. No, well, more power to them. Inert ruin acts as a power relay in a pretty strange shape. I much prefer the built-in relays though, so I'm going to say no to that one. Ooh, 3 artifacts on there. Now, I picked cheap buildings in terms of minerals because 75% off the costs. Actually, I should probably pause and unlock stuff, shouldn't I? Pylon. There's nothing really expensive right now. Look at that. Look at that. This is disgusting. 50 minerals is all it needs to build stuff. I'm going to be able to slam stuff up without any problems. Fuel turbines at power plants. I want the transport hub. And should I grab the smokestack or the purifier? Actually, what's the Z thing look like? Some over there, some over there. Let's go ahead and pick up for the moment. Actually, I should probably check my thing, shouldn't I? Transport hub. Own transport hub. That's fine. Own resources. Unlock techs. Buildings. Control territory. And own defensive turrets. Okay. Right, that's the last thing I want to do. I want some way to defend myself. Though it does specifically say defensive turrets. Shipyard costs 2k, so I'll unlock turrets for now, yeah. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Our first ship is arriving. Yeah, no, it's shockingly early, isn't it? It's not even night 1 yet, but we've got a ship coming in. That said, though, we can't expect these people to be having luxury accommodation because it's still just my HQ. All I've done is basically I've slapped them in on the factory floor, a habitation pod and 2 monetization stations, which will let them get me at all the monies. And along with a power source for it, a connection to the outside world, a little bit of fuel generation. So another really compact setup here, doing its own thing. Though how much it's actually going to earn, I do not know. I know what my daily salary is. I don't know what my expected income is going to be. So we'll have to wait and see. But this is why I normally wait and build the specialized buildings, because like I know what they're doing. It's a known quantity. If you build a turkey, it's going to be like a turkey. But no, not this one. This is going to be a thing. Also, this inert ruin, I've decided to keep it, and I'm going to activate it, actually, because scrapping it would only get me like a couple of waste, a couple of minerals. There's no artifact to be scrapped out of it. It's 1 artifact to activate it. So 1 artifact gives me this power grid here. And that's going to be enough to be getting started with at the very least. So I figured, you know what, let's just do that. Let's just have that. And that can work and we don't have to worry about it. But you see what happens when you activate with an artifact? It looks kind of odd. It's like all these extra bits bolted to the sides of it. And that's our power grid. 39 hit points. I don't know how that compares to a normal one. I never really bothered to check the hit points on these things before. Yeah. Anyway, I guess my next step should actually be getting the factories rolling. And I kind of want them to be... Yeah, I'm leaning towards here. Because if I want to a road up that way, connect across there, which means I need to actually get this artifact patch out of the way, and this obsidian ruin too. Ironically enough, this terrain is a slightly worse one for having my bonuses for purchase influence. Because remember, that only applies to standard buildings, but if the map has a higher ratio of obsidians which aren't affected, then that bonus is less useful. It's just the way it turns out sometimes, isn't it? Also, this area has a lot of rain as well. Very spooky, spooky. Yes. At least you can actually see the map, though. Unlike in Tundra, where the terrain is white. That was, yeah, that was interesting. Apparently I've got idle people as well. I need to build more stuff. Stop being idle. Start standing up factories. I'm not exactly used to this, but... I think I'm going to be sticking with one-tile buildings rather than two-tile ones. Or at least that's what I would be inclined to do. If I'm thinking of like how fragile my buildings are in terms of like they catch fire so easily. Because I'd want to be taking advantage of like being able to burrow the buildings, but you can't burrow the twin-linked ones. But I was going to say that, and then I remembered it's only normal difficulty, so it should be okay, kinda. Look, I don't have the skills for top tier, I think, maybe, but on a map with normal aggression, I think I'll be alright. Kinda. Maybe. Apart from the fact I just jinxed myself rather badly, so that might be an issue. Also, no power grid there. I actually do want my other power one, because the other power one's flat out more flexible than this guy. I'm going to scrap you instead. And build my own. That said though, only 85 minerals, and I'm already thinking that maybe I should start putting up population buildings, and I can actually afford them as well. This is literally my second day on the map, and I can already think about affording this stuff. I think that might be my new favourite in terms of like actual things, because the economic benefits are huge. And I need to upgrade this thing. Oh dear. Let's tell it to only use tier 2s, because that's our best one at the moment. Easy peasy. Maybe I will, just for the theme of this map, go cheap and cheerful and just build one-tile buildings. Because I wouldn't normally do that. Of course, it means everything's going to be a bit of a jigsaw. And we're going to lose some efficiency bonuses too. Ooh, heavy fog. Visibility reduced. Where's the fog? I can't see the fog. The game is teasing me. It says there's fog and I'm not seeing it.
Here's to your first day, kid. Got any questions for me now that you've made it through the door, Carlos? The company's future? No, the usual. Nothing you haven't gleaned already, I bet. Expansion, acquisitions, networking. Oh, I'm sure you'd love the details, but that's a little much for your first day, I do admire the dedication, though. I'm rather curious about your previous work. You were a student, but surely someone with your competency has been around. No, a natural talent then. That's always good. Sometimes even a necessity to survive on Titan. This place was never kind to soft souls and has only gotten worse as time went on. I'm sure me and my cohort coming in didn't help. We're a brutal generation, Carlos. We keep our territories guarded, our friendships breakable, even our families are at arm's length. But you'll do well, I think. I knew there was something special about you from the moment you stepped into my office. I look forward to watching your growth in this company. Please, feel free to come to me with any questions. My door is always open to a curious young mind. You are the future, after all.
I think she's laying it on a little bit thick there. But you can kind of see where she's coming from there. That's what I'm doing here. All I'm doing is like tearing stuff down that's made with the tier 1 minerals and then rebuilding them with the tier 2s. Because the stuff I've been building is basically tier 2 range in terms of total costs. That said, waste is actually full. That was going to happen. I don't have any... Oh, there's a mine right over there. So it looks like I want my smokestacks as soon as possible. Oh, you cancel. Give me cash. Thank you. Much appreciated. Smokestack confirmed. Yeah, it's way out there right now to be delivered by foot, but... Oh, wait, no, that's not a mineral patch, that's water. That means I need to think a bit more carefully about that one. There's a patch there. There's one. Don't worry, I'll make sense someday, possibly. I have a plan. I have a dream. I dream of billowing fumes, belching smoke, and zethane as I put a fuel turbine apparently in the middle of nowhere. I am Mark III. Are you going senile? Have you finally caved in? Is it time to send you out to pasture? Well, as nice as that'll be, no. I actually do have a kind of plan here. So, I put it there, right? We're not with any fishes or anything like that. I mean, sinkhole is worth 150% there. There was a crevice which was worth 100% there. Now, the thing is, there's ruins here. Generates 320% zethane right there. And this one does 160%. So if I reactivate these two ruins, this turbine is going to have a right fun time. And I could even slap in another turbine next to it as well. So all I have to do is claim and activate. And this one also gives me sensor range as well. Claim and activate. If I'm going to be activating random ruins, I might as well go the whole way, you know? I mean, there's one over here, which is a big one, which gives me a sensor range of 10, and it's basically the edge of my border. Look at that, more sensor range, and that is a mineral node there. So, yeah. I've never really bothered much with the ruins before, but there are some interesting ones around here. I should probably pay more attention. I mean, look, this one works as a fuel silo. This one stores energy and fuel. That might be worth activating, but it's 4 artifacts to activate. And I do need my artifacts for other stuff. Oh, in other news, we've also got a smokestack. So it's time to start burning stuff and producing smoke. I would say if it was in range of my power plants. Whoops. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. And by that I say I need more isotopes. And also tier 3 refining would be quite nice as well. Can I fit 2 of those in here? Let's try. Regretfully, the answer is no. There just isn't enough space in a single tile factory to have multiple ones. I mean, I could fit more in here, but they wouldn't be maxed out like these ones are. So, I have to run the balance with a smaller building. On the right side, that does mean we are about to get all this stuff rolling. Enhanced minerals are going. We'll need to deal with isotopes in a third factory. Unless I care to add a floor to one of these, but actually, you know what, I might. That might be the way to go. Oh wow, that's something very nice to find right off the bat. First tech, research efficiency plus 50%. So that's going to give me extra research speed right off the bat, and right now I've got my one basic lab which gives me 200%, so that's all good. Extra HQ range, also nice. And the other one is increase employee limit just for my headquarters as well, which is also nice. So it's like, very nice text. I'm still a bit confused by how my city looks at the moment, because it looks like a bargain bin version of a settlement, doesn't it? It's all like low-level stuff, but I've already got power plant, I've already got a smokestack operating over there, I've already got a science lab, and it's this cheap mineral bonus that's doing a lot of it for me. So, yeah, in case you haven't guessed, I really approve of that bonus. In fact, 100 minerals to build a turret? That is not much at all. It really isn't. Though we do need better transport for our smokestack, which means I want to get a... I do want to get my road network up, ideally. And apparently I'm out of employees too. Okay, fair enough. I need to start recruiting people.
Maybe I wasn't making myself clear before, Sid. The entire future of this company depends on us finding that will. I will not be made to suffer even more for my parents' mistakes. I'm rebuilding the Gara Empire from the ground up. And it all starts with this. So I need you at your best right now, and the fact that I'm not getting it continues to baffle me. I know there are other names in there, and yes, I know that there are procedures, codes of conduct. I also do not care. My parents flushed everything they worked for down the drain, all because they decided to grow a conscience. And it didn't even matter in the end. They still died without a shred of respect from anyone, and left me chasing after scraps. Really, it's not even about the money, Sid. Yes, I do love my imported wine and cigars from Earth, my rare alloys shipped from Mars. My Luna-manufactured car with the endangered animal upholstery. But more than that, I love the view from the top. That fortune is my pride, and that you can't put a price on. So find that document, or find yourself out of a job.
Okay, cutthroat business politics once again being shown. Also, I have apparently found a rebel camp. There's a rebel base right up there. Look, yep, red. But that's because I activated another radar down here. Like, look at this. Radar range of 10, 77 hit points, 94% Z-Thane generation as well, so it's helping with fuel production nearby. And it was revealed a whole bunch of the map. I need to pay more attention to those ruins. In the meantime, my homely little thing is going on. I'm going to make sure I can pay my workers for the next rotation, because I've got a conversion factory going up, as you can see. Never, I don't think I've ever built one of those before. But that said, I am also needing power for them as well, and I'm almost out of workers. So that's going to be a thing. I need to get more workers, and to get more workers, I need workers to build the stuff and then operate the power plant so that the worker-making machines can actually work. I really should try to avoid running into these pitfalls. You need workers. Otherwise, nothing works. It's in the name. The latest batch of joyful colonists. I mean, willing volunteers. I mean, victims? Given the size of context, I think victims is probably the best way to describe the unfortunate people that have come to live in my city. Because my plan is to immediately turn them into obedient slaves, so... yeah. Such as it is. Conversion factory, do your thing. $14 of those 16 people are now going to be converted. Very nice. I should also probably install some waste storage in here as well. Yeah, let's do that. Here they come. Oh dear, here they come. And so it begins. The workforce grows. I really need to play Evil Genius 2 sometime. I never really got into that game, but it's that kind of vibe I've got going on watching all this happen. I'm also kind of glad that, well, you probably noticed the lack of waste. In my early access to my tech tree, I also found one here, which is -2 waste per conversion of employees. So that was that in effect there, and let all of those actually convert, whereas before they would have actually clogged up that room with waste, I think. So yeah, that was quite useful. Also, I need to keep going. I need more tech. Ad revenue? You know what? Let's get ad revenue.
You think the council will protect you? Nothing can protect you from my wrath.
So you say. Going to attack defensive turret. Defensive turret, you can do this. You've got 100 hit points. They've got 160. 2 weapons. Maybe you don't have this? No, I'll start repairing it just in case. You never know, we might manage it. Ideally, I want another turret. Well, actually, I need more anyway because of the whole thing. 24 more power. That power plant, when it kicks in, is going to be some. So I should be able to just find to build another one, actually. Just as well, because I need another one. Yeah, I've got this in the bag. That turret by itself is going to do the job. Now I just have to hope that blowing up a ship won't cause a massive fire, because it probably will. Yep, there's that fire I was talking about. Everything is burning massively. Fire intensity is already maxed out because it maxed out real quick. So this might be the problem with my whole super cheap construction methods.
Not too tired to put up a good fight, I see. Never mind. This only makes me more determined to beat you.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say. That actually went pretty well, apart from the fact I nearly burned down part of my city. So, you know. Silver lining and all that. I do still like how all this is looking, though. It's looking quite nice. Although I am going to have to send my thing through here, so that means I need to build up 120 to claim it. Such is the way it is right now, but, you know, could be worse. Oh, that was ethane emissions going off, apparently. Yes, look, the purple will flow. Still, though, at least my earnings have increased greatly. And that's all to the good.
So, Rena's been doing her scheming little princess thing and nosing into my deal with Balric, eh? Hey, how'd she even know? Anyway, she got this place bugged or something? You know, our father doted on her too much growing up, and now she thinks she can play a business with the big dogs. If you ever have kids, Annika, don't let their heads get too big, or they'll just walk all over your legacy and screw over their betters. I'm sure our mother is rolling over in her grave right now watching all this crap go down. Your business is only as strong as your family, huh? But look, all business begins at home. Oh, business begins at home. Wait, hold on. That's good. That's so good. That's really, really good. Hey, Attica, get over here. Yeah, scratch that draft for the billboard and put this one instead. Huh? I know, right? I am a damn genius. I'm a one-man show. Makes me wonder what I'm even paying you freeloaders for, huh? What are you standing around for, Annika? Look, run this over to marketing before they do something crazy like finally get a work ethic. Oh, wait, before you do that, make sure you get somebody up here to do a sweep for bugs, too, because something's really giving me the creeps in here.
I think your place is bugs, mate. Just a little bit. Business begins at home. Fair enough. But look how quickly he was so excited. It's like, oh, hey, that's a thing. Because then there's like immediately like paranoid that someone's going to steal it. Rightly so, it seems, because that got sent out in a transmission of some sort. But you know, yeah. But still, all those boxes on there. We're basically at the end of this episode, so we've got ourselves pretty nicely started. We've got a defense up that can handle initial evasion, no problem, even though it's turret-based rather than ship-based, which means it is a bit less flexible. Though there's the whole, you need to build turrets for one of the objectives. Yeah, I can afford to upgrade that. Almost, I just need more fuel. I might want to upgrade that pump, actually. Let's do that. Because we are actually running pretty badly low on fuel. All things considered. Look at it flickering. Okay, anyway. Let's have a look-see. We've got territorial, we've got... already got 18 out of the required 10 buildings. 2 turrets, 8 techs, got that. Not enough tier 3 resources, but that builds up over time anyway. And we have a transport hub as well. Let's go ahead and unlock the next tier. Clear resource patches. Own science labs. Have amount of isotopes in storage. Yeah, that's alright. So yeah, this is actually going to be shaping up to be a really fast map, especially with the super cheap building practices we're enforcing on this one. So yeah, this one's going to be okay, I think. But anyway, until next time though. This has been... I am Mark Lee. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Helps out me, helps out the channel. Gives me those virtual headpats I oh so crave. And we'll see you all some other time. As we continue to operate in absolute safety and concern for employee welfare in Industries of Titan. That is what we're doing, isn't it? I guess.